Welcome to Macula Station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Warden Plate's already approved your entry, Major. Please declare any weapons you might be carrying, such as blasters, knives, explosives.
What can you tell me about Belsavis?
Not much, I'm afraid. Only the worst of the worst find themselves here. Be glad your stay is only temporary. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
What's the situation?
It's bad. Can't say much else. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
About time, Major. Was beginning to think you Havoc Squad hotshots were all talk. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads, fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
What's going on here?
You haven't heard? Got ourselves a planet-wide stampede on our hands. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. Was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. Must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
You're telling me the prisoners are all free and armed?
That's the short of it. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. And they're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners. Born and raised right here in the prison. Just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
Any chance of negotiating with them?
I'd sooner shave a Gamorrean's backside than cater to their demands. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire! Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the Warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new Warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
Chain of command is there for a reason, Warden. Time to buck up and take charge.
All right. I'll do what I can for now. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator. The whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching her back.
She'll be safe. You have my word.
I'll hold you to that.
Just let me slip into something more blaster-resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the Warden. Welcome back. Glad to see you made it, and with all the rifles no less. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
Happy to pitch in.
You're proving yourself a real asset around here. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Niranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
He goes on from there, but you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
Sounds like he has every reason to be upset.
Don't buy into the whole hero of the people routine. He's injected just enough truth into his rants to rally his followers. Niranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
The sooner we quell this riot, the better.
Well said. Niranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the Condemned. We take them out, we end this riot. Get to their hideout. If Niranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
Fully understood.
Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
Grawl, the leaders aren't here, and you're going to want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the Condemned get here. That's one crisis averted, but you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
Just hold them off until I get there.
We'll try, but no promises. Hurry back as soon as you can. Grawl out. It's too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Niranos.
What's your status? Any injuries?
Don't worry about me. I'll live. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Niranos? Company.
I'd heard one of the famed Havoc commandos was killing my men. Your reputation is well deserved, Major. I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
Stand down, Niranos. Put a stop to this madness.
Never! We've come too far to just crawl back into our cells. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Niranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Niranos, you can die with the rest.
My own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
I thought they were your allies. Why the sudden change of heart?
The Empire's aims were never ours. They extended a helping hand, only to catch us by the throat. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity. Attention, my fellow Condemned. This is Niranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
A good soldier knows when to fight and when to talk.
You're not gonna listen to that madman, are you? How could you just forget everything he's done?
Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
Niranos is willing to forget the past, Grawl. It's time you did the same. Do the right thing and help him settle his people.
Yes, you're right. This has gone too far. You'll have your freedom, Niranos. You're going to work for it. I expect you and your people to help us restore order here.
Agreed. And thank you for seeing reason. We will not forget this.
I'm just glad we were able to settle this without any more violence.
As am I.
The sector is more or less secure now, but a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
Warden Grawl told me you could use a hand here.
That's right, heard you put down a riot in his neck of the woods. Heck of a feat.
Certainly piqued my interest. Senator Tudos, chairman of the Penal Oversight Committee, delighted to finally meet you. You know, I applied for military service myself when I was your age. Didn't pan out, but I do love a good war story.
Senator, focus.
Right. Things have spiraled out of control here. Thousands of prisoners on the loose. Segregation thrown out the door. A veritable frenzy of interspecies violence.
Then I'd hop on the first ship out of here. This is no place for a senator.
Tempting, but the Republic has invested no small sum into this facility. I need to make sure certain, interests are being protected. Our biggest concern is a tribe of Ratataki called the Blood of Talath. Bunch of raving fanatics bent on slaughtering every other species. They are ambitious, crafty. Recently took to ambushing warden droids and stripping away their power cores.
Intel suggests they're compiling the stolen power cores into one massive bomb. Probably mean to blast their way out of here.
The infrastructure here looks pretty solid. You don't think it'll hold?
And the walls are reinforced with duracrete. But even they won't withstand a few dozen power core explosions. If the Ratataki break free, they'll kill anyone they find. Guards, prisoners.
Not to mention senators. You've got to disable that bomb and contain this madness.
Those Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Splendid. I knew we could count on you.
It'd probably be best to keep the Ratataki from acquiring any more power cores. If you can retrieve some of the power cores they stole, we should be able to modify the warden droids to prevent future tampering.
Dismantling that bomb comes first, though. There should be a security terminal somewhere in the area. Report in when you've defused the bomb.
Senator, I've disarmed the bomb. The Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Excellent. A crisis contained is a crisis controlled. I'll inform Colonel Hauer at once.
Gino Hagwa Buntagu Subala wa Unikupa Domtitak Makichisa.
What's that? Is someone else there?
Anachuta Kasayali.
Slow down and start over.
Yiho Lokota Chobad E Kapso Ndalae.
That's enough. I'm a member of the Republic's Senate. I don't answer to the likes of you. Colonel Hauer and I were overseeing a military exercise of sorts. Project Noble Focus. We tested prisoners of varying species against one another and analyzed the results, all entirely consensual.
Kavaji oto takogo hota. No pisto bampaula.
What was the point of all these experiments?
We wanted to see how the different species fared under duress. Some performed quite well, others not so.
Unda kavakio topa bubanda baka. Murishaneta. Kiko bo kili. Ota bunki donko. Patagawata.
How have you survived the Ratataki all this time?
Mi bonua twipe dite bokpak kipona male tota ad mishka kabanotasema. Chiliska chananga wa ning chikospa inigo dade.
Don't waste your time with filth like him. He made his bed, now I can lie in it.
You'll be safe in the minimum security wing. I can tell you how to get there.
Fapa.
If you're done fraternizing with prisoners, we can use you back at the base. There are new developments. Colonel Howard can fill you in when you get here. We'll talk more then.
Senator Tudos told me you defused the bomb. Not a moment too soon. And I see you brought back the stolen power cores. I'll have our engineers start modifying the Warden droids immediately.
The Ratataki still have the run of the wing, but at least we've contained them. For now.
We need to talk about Project Noble Focus.
There'll be time enough for that once the Ratataki have been dealt with. Focus on the crisis at hand for now.
Our satellites have picked up a large number of Ratataki in the Nemoidian compound. Up to their usual antics.
Here I was hoping it was just a social call.
The satellite images we've seen are pretty grisly. Far as we can tell, they're butchering the Nemoidians.
We've got to get down there and put a stop to it.
I'm not so concerned about saving Nemoidians as I am putting down the Ratataki. We've confirmed that Sulkaz, the Blood of Talath's ringleader, is personally overseeing this latest massacre.
He's everything you could want in a fanatical leader. Loud, ruthless, and utterly demented.
Eliminating Sulkaz will take the fight out of the Ratataki. Show them who's in charge. You've got to get down there and stop him.
When I get back, we're going to have a little chat about this project of yours.
Fine, just get it done.
Expect a bloody fight. Sulkaz rarely does anything without someone dying.
Make sure it's not you.
That stench. Almost as bad as the Nemoidians. And your face. Disgusting. I will cut it off.
I'm only going to say this once. Come quietly.
Only the weak ask for peace. I kill the weak. Your body will be discarded with the rest of the Nemoidian filth. Your head, I keep. And the lizards, they shall eat well tonight.
It's done. Sulkaz fell in battle.
There, you see, Grawl? Problem solved.
You created that murdering slime, Senator. As far as I'm concerned, you're the problem.
You remember the Warden? Afraid he doesn't much care for our little project.
Your little project jeopardized the entire prison and violated countless ethics laws. You should be put away.
I wouldn't mind tossing him in the stockade myself.
Spare me the show. The Republic has poured countless resources into containing these degenerates. It's high time we got something in return.
And we have. Project Noble Focus has given us a world of insight into the different species' strengths and limitations. Just think. Entire campaigns planned with each species' capabilities in mind, our wartime efficiency will skyrocket.
Your project drove the Ratataki to murder. That should tell you something.
Yeah, the Ratataki are some tough customers. Lesson learned. Whatever your feelings, this project, and our involvement in it needs to remain classified.
Think of the backlash if this gets out. Every planet in the Republic will be up in arms. Entire systems could secede over this. Surely a few dead convicts aren't worth all that.
Don't use the Republic to cover up your part in this. You broke the law.
That's right. It might get ugly, but the Republic needs to hear about this. I expect to see you back here real soon, Senator.
We'll see.
That settles that. Now to bigger concerns. We've got trouble in the maximum security wing. General Skyless says some unidentified species is tearing through his men. Deep prison is where the true horrors of Belsavis lie. If Skyless can't stop them, all this will have been for nothing. Help him.
Chest hurts.
Try not to breathe, son. Ribs broken, almost punctured your lung. Gonna try and move it.
General Skylast, we've lost the bridge. Enemies smashed through, heading right for us.
Knew we couldn't hold them long. Tell everyone to fall back. We'll make our stand here. Welcome to the new front line, Major. Better check your gear. Got a battalion of crazed warmongers on their way here now.
Havoc squads faced down superior forces before, sir. I'm with you until the end.
Glad to hear it, soldier. Could use the extra blaster. Imperials got careless, opened something they shouldn't have, unleashed an entire army on us, some species we've never seen. They're called Eshka, remnants of a galaxy-spanning civilization predating the Republic. Couldn't play nice and got sentenced here. Permanently.
If the Republic didn't lock them up, then who did?
A species even older than the Eshka. Had the right notion, keeping them here. Too bad it didn't take. These Eshka are relentless. Been hammering us non-stop. Won't be long before they overrun us. We need a diversion, something to put them on the defensive and stall their momentum. That's where you come in.
Just give me a chance to get behind their lines. You'll get your diversion.
We've pinpointed two potential targets. A supply depot and an outpost housing some of the Eshka's key leaders. Hitting either of those ought to draw their warriors back and allow us to retake some ground.
The Eshka will be nothing without a chain of command.
They're holed up in an outpost right now, probably planning something horrible for us. Kill every last one of them. You're still welcome to go after the supply depot. Dangerous, but every bit helps. I'll see if I can get some more answers about these Eshka while you're out. Good hunting. We're true to your word. The Eshka leaders are down and their grunts are scrambling to reorganize. Pulling back now. Should give us time to catch our breath. Thanks.
They're vulnerable. Now's the time to keep the pressure on them.
I'm sending a few squads out to retake some of our more defensible outposts. Not much, but it's a start. You've probably guessed the Republic didn't build this place. It was constructed thousands of years ago by a species called the Rakata. The Rakata hated the Eshka. Wrote about them like they were a plague. Waged a war that engulfed the entire galaxy. In the end, the Eshka were nearly wiped out. The few 100,000 survivors brought here to be locked away in stasis.
If only the Imperials had known how dangerous the Eshka were.
Idiots were so giddy about making life difficult for us. They didn't notice all the "Do Not Open" signs. The Eshka conquered half the galaxy in their heyday, and they'll pick up right where they left off if they ever escape. Your raid caught them off guard. They're crippled, shaken. Now is the time to press our advantage and halt their advance for good.
The less time we give them to recover, the better.
We've traced the bulk of the Eshka's comm activity back to a small cavern. We think they're using it as a command station. Whoever's in there is coordinating the Eshka's entire offensive. It's our best shot at taking out their leadership. I want you to take it.
I haven't let you down yet. Haven't planned on starting.
There's a lot of extra comm chatter coming out of that station. Not sure what all the commotion is about, but we can't wait to find out. Find the station, take out the leadership. Then, maybe we can go back to pushing the Imperials off this rock.
Tasted the dark side, have they? How enlightening. Killing me will bring them further down the path.
Zinies jur drukal just bro. Licht bien furkdan mitov. Makopiet.
Weapons down, on the floor, now.
Zinies jur drukal just bro.
Don't waste words on these vermin. Kill them and be done with it.
Jik inter. Medek drest pastiat dan ilbi. For cost in pain.
He may be a Sith, but I won't just sit by and let you butcher him.
Zekian actest vertin huli tikmen kitieb. Ane, hio hiafne takta. Tiest ziti jik inter. Medek drest past.
Very eloquent, very scary. Now die. You've considerable skill, but Eshka are hardly the deadliest things in these catacombs. You should run along before you hurt yourself.
What's a Sith Lord doing in Eshka territory?
One of their caste has considerable mastery over the Force, but the mental capacity of a boulder. I hoped to exploit that. The galaxy is cluttered enough without another faction vying for power. I suppose I'll have to purge these Eshka myself. Otherwise, they might very well destroy your republic. And then what would I have to look forward to?
The Eshka general is dead, but he mentioned something about awakening a world Razer that would destroy us all.
Wait, the world Razer? He said that? So maybe it is true. This is bad.
The Eshka seem to think this world Razer is going to destroy the planet.
Yeah, sounds like what you'd expect from a world Razer. A few deep cell inmates were babbling about it. Could barely understand a word they said, much less put any stock in it. Went on about this thing in the planet's core. Claimed it was massive, as old as the galaxy. I thought it was just superstitious nonsense.
No sense in taking risks when the Republic's safety is at stake. We need to look into this.
If this world Razer actually exists, waking it up is probably the worst thing the Eshka could do. You've got to stop them. Best place to start is the deep prison. All kinds of ancient monstrosities sealed away down there. You'll be on your own, though. Watch yourself. You made it. Good. Now listen up. Got a possible lead on that world Razer. Recon droids picked up a large contingent of Eshka headed for the prison bowels. Elite soldiery. Very dangerous. Led by none other than the Eshka's patriarch, Gore Claw. If that maniac's involved, it's a sure bet they're up to something.
You think this has something to do with the world Razer?
Can't think of anything else that would rally the Eshka like this. The Eshka are gonna need one heck of a trump card if they want off this rock. My money's on the world Razer. Dug up some records on the thing. Very apocalyptic. Saw phrases like destroyer of planets and eater of stars more often than I'd like.
What could the Eshka possibly gain by releasing something like that?
They have two things on their minds. Escape and genocide. Seems the world Razer will facilitate both. Overheard some Eshka comm chatter. Something about disabling a fail-safe. Could be our ticket to stopping all this nonsense. The transmission came from a nearby cave. Lots of Eshka assembling there. Gonna need you down there to see what this failsafe is all about.
Whatever the Eshka are up to, I'll put a stop to it.
This mission will take you deeper into Belsavis than anyone's gone. It's a dangerous world down there. But the Republic, heck, maybe the galaxy, is counting on you. Good luck.
Dakoruli emitted ger bukenehet. Kabies mekete for first. Yanketo gisek. Abi puegermos doligan de bisobedience.
Happy to pitch in.
Das matzenke yujo. Maestram as BLP and tisere basamana.
You've committed no crime. You should be free, not stuck in some tube.
Kudayam tesike kermelikes magwa. Me bagadres pastiaktan elbines for costinti. Karista, si jingbadan, hejebator.
And I need to get down there and stop them.
Afarget yesdese dieres, leke yesto temur, torete learn sabiestenten.
Medek drest pastiaktan ilzinies jur drukal jasbro, lihidan.
The only place you're going is back in your cell.
Now this is priceless. Backed into a corner surrounded by filth. Looks awfully familiar.
There you are. I knew I saved your skin for a reason.
I make a point of settling my debts, as these creatures are about to find out.
Mafurk naho ratiest bi elmu. Ikotriest migiak data. Tordem fogien tiekia dakshik. Estsenya. Avukiet circuma ratiesge kore.
Save it. I didn't come all this way to chat.
Blesmiet minijata izraben jigiawa. Magoriest ki bote judur. Inti galiesti. Mi beksta inti.
Protecting the galaxy from monsters like you is its own reward.
Koruni inti hin orbiet tietgia. Li jorkun insortet. Tilged lagador bra kal. Janasies nierho.
I came here to activate the Burning Way, not destroy it. And on that note...
Yes, metan inti kitelmel umdor. Varjek hiesnet se yekres dikilest jerk inti.
We're getting rather good at killing these things, aren't we? Miserable worm died before he could realize the utter futility of his dreams.
I'm sure you'll find a way to cope with the disappointment.
I'm nothing if not adaptive. I suppose there are plenty more of these Eshka brutes to slaughter. Surely one of them can give me the despair I'm looking for.
There you are. We were getting worried. Thought maybe I'd sent you to your death down there.
General Skyless told me about the World Razer. Hard to believe something like that's been down in the vaults this whole time.
So what happened? Did you stop the World Razer?
The World Razer's been sealed. He won't be going anywhere for a long time.
Knew I could count on you. Fine work out there.
I can't thank you enough for all your contributions. You've done the Republic a real service. Project Noble Focus would still be up and running if you hadn't exposed Senator Tudos and stopped those Ratataki.
And you even took out Goreclaw. Good riddance, I say. That lunatic had it coming.
I guess that puts an end to the Eshka's plans once and for all.
Hate to be an optimist, but it looks like it. Still plenty of stragglers, but with Goreclaw dead, a lot of them have started killing each other. Weird, but I can't complain. You put a lot on the line to help us out there. The Republic owes you one.